Good evening and welcome to yet another exciting episode of A Cuppa with Nomcebo. This is a show that changes lives of every Swati citizen that is sitting at home or wherever you are where you're able to absorb or watch this beautiful channel. In this story today is an amazing man who I call a friend, who I call a colleague, and who I call an all-rounder as he goes around the Swatini TV, shaking hands with everybody, sharing a smile or two with everybody. But today, he has an amazing story that I feel is very important that we put it out there to the rest of the country for people to understand that there are people or heroes that are out there that are changing lives, or people that are going through certain difficulties in their lives, and Abel Vilagadi is one of those people. Abel Vilagadi, as I explained to you, is a colleague of mine at Eswatini TV and also a good friend of mine. And Abel has a renal kidney failure. Today, we are going to be talking about Abel and the condition that he's living with, and get to know more about it, and just get to know more on how he's coping with it. Baba Vilagadi, thank you so much for joining me on this show.
Yeah, siyabona Nomcebo kumbita santela
Siyabonga, Abel, you and I see sasikhulume kakhulu, about, the situation, the renal kidney failure, that you have been living with for how many years now?
Ngawusanqala 2012.
2012, yeah, that was the first time you were diagnosed.
Yeah, 2012.
Yes, and now it's 2023.
2023.
And you are living with this condition.
Yeah. Ngikhansi ngamandla uNkulunkulu Nomcebo la ngenta ngiqhubeke ngicine ngoba akusosifo lesilule sifo lesi.
Right.
Lesifo lesi siyakunesa sinika isikhathi nawe ngoba nje mina sangiqala 2012 ngangiva ngine pain la kubhozo. Ubhlungu sengiphila ngijova umjovo athi diclofenac umjovo. Wovona sonke isikhathi. Waqala umjovo walalela but kwase kuthatha isikhathi na ubhlungu lobhozo. Nangijovela mbabane ekseni. Mephu ngivuse ngabo bani bangabo 6 sengejova. Engeke ngisonele enhlana because I've been ngicela newsroom. Sengilawo ngifike enhlana futhi ngijove futhi sekula. Futhi kusikhathala nangisokwenhla ngizofika bathi kumbambe ukuthi kufuna ngijove futhi. Uyabona? Up until bodokotela ba discover ukuthi hawu uphethe so wena.
Right, Abel. Before we get to the matter, which is that life.
Okay.
With renal kidney failure. I just want to take you back, because you were healthy.
Yeah.
You're like, the rest of us, otiphilela Abel Vilagadi, osebenda, people need to know, because when I met you, you're one of the people that I found already working or employed at Eswatini TV, and at the time was Benisa Sebenda, which is what we call it, the OP, outside broadcast. Yes, if you can just tell us more about that before
okay, Nomcebo. Ngifika TV in 98 January. So ngifikela lenda sikalozitha. OP unit yala khaya.
Yes.
Ngasebenza khona kwathi nga99 ngaya ka CRC bangiposta khona ngaba attached khona. Ngasebenza khona ngasebenza 99 waphela wasinga 2000 ngabuya phenze ka TV. Ngasebenza khona ngileka lozitha ke then from kalozitha 2005 nakaphela ko ngabuya la aba production ngakhumbula nje sakathi bese sakathi inhlelo lapho ke inhlelo sakha bo 2020 nje ama 40
celebration.
Yeah, sesimaka sakabo I currently best when nalomunye kwethu losengasekho Nkosi yami bese current affairs. lo hlelo lolo lwalumnanzi ngoba belunama-challenges encumbi belwenta ukuthi umuntu besingena lapho ukuthi ningabongena la besenda ngoba phela lo msebenzi omthathelana wenda into akusike ukuthi kube straight njengerula wenda into ngathi controversial.
Of course, yeah, that's the nature of the job.
Yeah, lo msebenzi kanjalo ngikhumbula nje lenye ilanga lo mnye CEO sahamba sawushutha le kube ngaba sikakushuthi wathi wasephume warrant of arrest angilalanga nami wangibita CEO wapita na former boss wami wathi wapita enzatheli wathi sinemacala songifola lakho liqala lami liqala ukuthi ngimthumele ngithumele lakho news editor uthumela laba
Yes.
Lakho camera person ubhotile wena camera person ushuthile okungafunaki ukushuthwe lokho kusibophisile wena ntatheli wena ubhotile ngale story le so ke nyalo nje ngomntu akahlele ekhaya lakhe alale ngaphandle GP yangena yini
Oh my word.
wathi zasakhuluma athi owabela ukungena icingo lobuya emaphoyiseni kwathi hey lungusa lapho sifuna sitanibide abantu bakho la angamanga ngafika abantu fana ngabatha say ningethu ngahle kufika iJeep lapha ingithuthe kalukhuni kepha nje hayi nibohlani gatsile so lo muntu omzale ngekuthi wasi wayisebenza lenzaba ukuthi azame ukuchaza abantu fana bebangade abantu fana baganga cha yaba kahle sengisho ukuthi lo msebenzi wasenyuzu bengithobla ithombe ngifika ngendlela ukuthobla ithombe la television so masuka khona ke ka television ke I mean nangisuka la ka production angene newsroom sebe newsroom masiqala kusile kusika baqalwa ngithi samenda kusile ngangena ngende kusile bese nga 5 la station mangicela lonto kusile ngihambe ufuna indzaba mangicela ufuna indzaba kanti usinele hlobo kuthiwa i-Face the Nation.
Beautiful programs, beautiful historical programs.
Yes.
Yeah, we had on Swatini TV.
Yeah. Nangicela lapho sekufuna sibeka nemakhaya ebusuku. Kwaye khanda fika ngabo 12:1. But nga4 sengiyageza ngifundeke emsebenzini into wenda kusile i-breakfast show. So kwahambe kanti bathi basino asale sinjani sesimendile kusile akunela abanye labasema fresh ideas. So ngase ngiba senyuzum vele ke lapho.
Right. Okay, Abel. There's a lot that we are going to talk about. You've got a long history, you know, at Swatini TV.
Oh, yes,
and Gwanami are one of those people, they were in Bugaspanvana. You know, you were there in this groomer as young people. But we're going to talk more and learn more about Abel's journey working at Swatini TV. And I know that he also did investigative journalism at some point. We're going to talk about that. So don't go away. Please do stay tuned. If you just joined us, you're watching a Cuppa with Nomcebo, and thank you for choosing to watch Eswatini TV. On today's show, I'm talking to Abel Vilagati, a colleague and a very good friend of mine, who is sharing his life journey as a journalist working at Eswatini TV. At some point, Abel, if we can just get back to our conversation, you did your investigative journalism, and you also had the pleasure and the honor to visit the SABC. Tell us about that.
Esasa wenda investigative journalism event sibuka ukuthi inhlelo letifana nabo cutting edge batenda njani so sefike lapho na safunza awu sabona ukuthi cha benda kanje saqedza asamqali kusile lapho masiqedza lapho ngase ngithola ithuba ke basisa ka SABC ku attachment sesaqala ukuthi sibona ukuthi bayenda njani le program yabo
Right.
because sibeka unelokusile so sefike sabona sakhanza abantu abafana bovuyo mbuli the late
yes may rest in peace wonderful journalist that one wonderful
ayinemsayini for Nomcebo man
wow
yathi sathi siyefika nje yathi livela ngwaliduma enkosi sathi siyefela bathi kunomuntu abaqhamuke eSwatini sathi sithi siyangena lefikele mara beka nemahungo ufike mabamba lokhala mnyango wathi wathi nina benkosi
Oh, my word.
embabane eswazi
What an honor. What an honor. Yes.
Hayi sajabula kakhulu. In fact nje beka umflo lobeka friendly. Bathanza abantu. Ngase ngumnake ku-show yakhe ekseni.
Right.
Avuse donke ema-provinces asemzansi namanye amave nje avuse. Nasetakugabeza ukuthi nina benkosi eswazini embabane.
Wow.
Ngangicatshula ukuthi nina benkosi. Ngithawu le ndvosa iyasihlonipha nje.
That, yes.
So
You also met Leanne.
I also met Leanne Manasa. Make nje nabeka ndawuthini abe pass lo make. So lengakufunza khona ukuthi awunqike kumuntu emsebentini. Because ukhumbula lesinye isikhathi lapho khona bekuyi break. Uyasukuma ke vuyo ke wente mawu ngale studio ke. Lo TX ngeke ahambe uhlele estulweni. When the counter ubala ukuthi sesitanga kwena 5 seconds 5 4 3 noma ukhona noma ukho ujele emoyeni akangeni ukuthi wonke umuntu uwenda umsebenzi wakhe yabona so la kasho njalo kithi mabuyo lama ungabe kawenta ngathi akuseswima sakhithi bathi obasopa la ahlale kahle abambe isimilo acubene nehlelo lwakhe nalo kusani eksena befika bende ma sound checking sema camera yasebenza kude lo uthi lumyenda ukuthi uyatavuka ekseni ukuthi udafike kwente nabo exactly ngeke
Professionalism.
Yeah.
At the highest level.
Kude ukuthi ini injani and mase nabe khona okukhona kupotenyalo yabona sase sibona lehlelo kule hlelo labo ebalwenda bebe nama developing stories
Right.
ukuthi nabe nje bafaka inzaba ukuthi indunankulu bekune press conference akhuluma ngani angithi le new script imfishane then bese kuba ukuthi kulo breakfast kule morning live yabo sebafaka developing story from le lo prime minister kulobeka ukukhuluma yabona utovakala kahle bese kuhambe koshutwana ngaphandle ema clips lamanye ema current issues kutawenda lo kungeloba ngama guest emva kwe guest emva kwe guest yabona kube netinfo letinye bese kuba besifunza ke thina kusene sesiswati yebo nangakubuta nje ukuthi yini lisopo utawuzini
Lisopo.
yebo
It's soup.
It's soup yani mshuba ponjisi lisopo
You see, we learn every day. We learn every day,
So,
Abel. Those are interesting, stories of
So,
your life
now-
as a journalist, yes.
naku sinebesikwenza kakusile besibuta abantu ukuthi yini kweswati lapha abantu bathi ukuthi yini liguma yini lisuto yini so besibabutela bese siya ka kulenye kaphande netincwadi sesiya ba presenter abantwana lo umfana ngokhumbula kahle nje khona besimfundzisa
Yes, khona besemfundisa, yes.
Abefundisa
Sathola khona
amagama.
na community
Yes.
la Mangwaneni, yes.
lo mfana washaya sambuta waphendvula bese siyambuta ke ufunza uphatha ngifuna ngihlele ekhaya kwasabhadela primary
Yes.
wathi ngihlele ekhaya
Yes.
ngihlele ekhaya kwani njani ukuthi imali tendo yedo taba kumfana wangigcina safundziswa ke
Yeah.
ngiyakhaya ngalesi swati kakhulu ngoba umfana nje akwathi kusinza ukuthi yini
Yeah.
le tinfo lesicansile setilula bona ntwanti lukhuni kakhulu so ke sayenda sabe sethola khaya sayenda I think sayenda kahle because bekude ma complaints abe khona.
No, you bring up something very, very important, Abel, because our job, as TV practitioners, we work with the public. And thina kufanele ukuthi sakhe futhi lesive. And njengoba nje uyichaza nje lenzaba ukuthi through the program we were able ukuthi kube nemfana lo shayako aphendvule ngikubukela nje yona eSwatini TV aphendvule loyo mbuto and umfana amphendvule kahle umbuto umfana got a life changing experience ngokuthi stage sibona ukuthi ade simthathe lo mfana simende wethu njoba futhi ke bala ku community yethu laMangwaneni umfana sakhona kumfundisa wachubeka wafunza khona la esikoleni laMangwaneni ngiyamkhumbula kahle also went all the way past standard 5 wangena Mbabane Central High School where he did his high school. Those are the positive stories, that are coming out, from your work, and we admire journalists like you, who actually have such great concepts, where you talk about so that we do not lose our identity, Sibanfu. lokho nje sibona kakhulu nakushintsha ngetimpilo tale community that we live in. Before we're going to go on a short break, and when we come back, I want us to go into the real issue why you are actually having a cuppa with me, which is the main topic, which is your diagnosis of having renal kidney failure. When we come back, we are going to go right into that story and just learn about his journey living with renal kidney failure. We'll be right back. Watching a Cuppa with Nomcebo, and if you just tune in, you are in for a wonderful experience. I'm sitting with Abel Vilagati, a colleague of mine at S01E8 TV and a hero as far as I am concerned. Abel Vilagati was diagnosed with renal kidney failure 2012, and it has been quite a journey for him. And I felt after having a conversation with him that he has a big story to share, and that is what we do on the show. We tell real stories, we share real stories, we share life-changing stories, and today's story is no different. It's going to change your life, and you're going to learn a lot from the story that Abel is about to share with us, and as far as him living with renal kidney failure. At times, it's going to come out as sensitive, so if you are watching the show and you have children with you, please practice precautionary measures. We are going to be graphic at some point because we want to make sure that we put that message out there about what this renal kidney failure is about, the highs and the lows of it. Everything is going to be discussed in the next couple of minutes. Abel, I've known you for years.
Yeah.
Healthy Abel.
Yes.
And there was a point where there was a physical change.
Yeah.
And your appearance, and that was renal kidney failure. But before that, asiqalela ekuqaleni, yini kwekuqala that happened? Doze kufike ukuthi la ekugcineni kumbe kubonakala ukuthi it's renal kidney failure, because I know because there was that journey la ekuqaleni uva ukuthi umtimba ngathi awusavumi. Siqale lapho baba.
Okay, Nomcebo ngiyabonga. Ekuqaleni kwaba ne-pain la kubhozo lakini, so bengihlala ngijova njalo, bengise ngine-gout. Ngangitibuta lokuthi angisimntu othanza kosa, baske bangonali wayini, anginathani nali wayini. Yiba le gout ngisukela ngani. Ngihlala ngekujova, ngikwazi ngele ngijova noma ka3. Ngijova ekseni. Nangisuka lapha ngisithi ngiyenhlangana ngoba ngisithi ngizroom. Ufuna ngifike nakhona ngijove sekubuhlungu boss zomile usengwa nangiso khona sifuna mvala after khona phenze ngijove phenze nasebusuku phenze hey uyabona ngangasathi khanuki manje kuhambe ngase ngicala kubanjwa idiarrhea ngihanjiswa sisu lesingemi umtimbeni ngehla ngaphindze nangibanjwa ngile diarrhea ngase kuba nebuhlungu la ngemuva lolukhalo nale backbone ngathi hoy no kusho ukuthi umphetho wamsokugela ngawushinja kwafanana ngathi ngisebuke lokho ngase ngibanjwa ukuthi mangithi ngidlela ukudla kume la siswini
Right.
ngasagayeki ukukhiphe lokudla
And it's comfortable. Tell us about that. Mawusenje ukudla uyakuva kumile.
Okay, ngidlile
How are you feeling?
Okay, nekudla ngidle ngengani akukhanukeki lokudla
Appetite.
Good appetite.
Good.
Yeah. Ngepha ngobe ngeva ngiwiki. Ngidle. Uyabona? Nangithi ngiyadla kubenze ukuthi dvu uma ngihamba ngemoto uyayipaka eceleni khapha yonke lokudla ngikudla. Uyabona? Nakube ngikhuble njengangisekhumbini ngisuka eMandabeni ngita M17 ngithi kulo driver ngicela ukuthi ungimele akusiko estation la ngicela ukuthi ngimele manje uyabona abantu bacaba ukuthi kumbe lo babelo ingwathi wasetzelela ngalomba umathi upressurize wayini ngithi ke lo mola khwesha akafuni ngaje mathi ngifuna kumthela ngoba bese ngathi ngelimile bese kuphumela kwangikhona imoto ima nayakhwesha ngavela mnyango sengisho ukuthi ngangingadi ukuthi yini le nto leyo so nakungiphethe nfo lokho bengile ngebhedlela befike bathi lo medokotela wathi nje libe ngimhamba wathi hayi no uphethwe yini awujimi wena asimne no umsebenzi wami camera person funa ngijime
Yes.
ukujima ngiyajima bengide aerobics ngangiphakamisa ngifuna baziveza amandla manje wathi ke hayi no awujima sinodokotela ngicela ungitshele okunye so kuhamba nakuba le diarrhea wathi i-food poisoning hayi man food poisoning kuphi manje anyway kuhambe lapho sengide amandla omcebo
Yes.
I've lost weight i-complexion seyishintshile
Yeah.
ibe umuntu ubeka hyperactive ngaze kubamba ngidlala ngekubambana nangekulwa maybe losingakhula ngivulelwa yini manje na ke nase ngingakhona ekhamba athi makwami nangifika esabe kungibuda make ngi-first born ekhaya baba wami wangidala wasengaphathini ngikhulele eSingweni eMbangweni maqhozela umuntu ongihosi lapha eMbangweni manje na ke bangibude noma ke beke abantu ufuna ukugwema umculo bakuhleba bakhuluma baqaba abakubude kubuda noma ngabatshela futhi abayingene batshele batshele kona.
But what were they saying? Babathini man?
Obebathi mina nge-HIV positive batshele bebasho njalo abantu still makuyangibida ke because umntalo wakho ufika isikhathi akuface ukuthi imizamo obiyala asungitshele unani wena cha hlophe angathi hayi unani wena emakade angathi asina wena unani afuna ukutshela ngiba ngitshele hlophe athanda utesta babantu baphezulu wonke lo mangalo wena uhlulwa into leyo nangidawusike mina emakade ngisena ngiya esibhedlela bakho hayi ivete sobe sangakanzi yabona so ke nakatho nje ke ngiphinde ngibele esibhedlela kunene
Utest.
ngihloleni bathi saqala ngako lento siphatha ngoba uyafuna sikuphize phela ndoda ke bangiphize bathi nako
Negative. HIV negative.
Negative.
And I know ukuthi people also say uyanatha. That's in
oh
Siswati.
labanye bebathi Nomcebo mina ngiyanatha abakangibuti
babona the physical
abangathi ne background yami nje empilo bangibuka nje bathi awutshwala budlaka namfuna
yeah
kanzi
there's something big that
Yes.
is happening in your life, but unfortunately I will have to stop this conversation here.
okay
I did say that this conversation is very important, and to the viewers watching at home, I know that this is probably going like, oh, but why? Why are we stopping now? Because it's half an hour and we need to stop coming to the end of the show. But we're going to have a second part of this interview next week, Monday at 7:30 right here on S01E8 TV. I want us to tell the story properly because I want to make sure that by the time we are done with this episode, we have changed lots and lots of lives, and I'm just glad that we are actually doing this. And Abel, thank you for taking your time and for being the hero that you are to come and share your wonderful story
Thank
living
you.
with renal kidney failure. In the next part of our interview, we are going to talk more about the condition. Thank you very much for joining me on the show. It's Abel Vilagati. Thank you for watching S01E8 TV. It's love and light. Stay blessed.